is all right with me.
This is for you, buddy.
Little Al Green for your listening pleasures.
Yeah,
Here.
for you.
You're an asshole.
Why am I an asshole? What did I do?
Let's just get a list going.
Write my book.
I think things are. All right. Well, you know it. That's all I need to know. Nobody watched the Oscars. I like to see how the host does.
Yeah.
I watched the first little bit, just like the monologue.
Who even hosted?
Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh.
And I know that some people, I don't know how people feel about Jimmy Kimmel and the politics, but I always thought he was funny. I liked him because he was a radio guy.
Yeah.
Had started
Jimmy the D.
Yeah, and then he did morning show in Tampa, and then wound up working for Kevin and Bean.
He was in the same circle with Ryan Seacrest and that they were all in the same circle.
They might have been, yeah.
They're all the same age. I mean, so they were
with who it really was Weeze's buddy Howard Lapidus.
Yeah.
So this is a guy who was, I think he was the voice of the Buffalo Bills, wound up going out to L.A., became sort of a manager, became Kimmel's manager, and then I think had and owned the Man Show.
Howard Lapidus?
Yes.
Well, he was an agent too, though, wasn't he?
More of a manager, and then I remember sitting down with Doug Stanhope.
Howard the Penis?
Howard Lapidus.
Oh, I was going to say, is that what you thought too? I was like,
French.
you guys are fucking
French for the
me.
penis.
I thought for sure they were.
No, Lapidus.
Pepe Le Pew, and it has a Pepe Le
Lapidus.
Penis. Okay. What the fuck? I was like, you guys are fucking with me.
Howard died, but he owned it. And I remember Doug Stanhope just fucking hated him. Like, we were at the Montreal Comedy Fest on air. Doug sits down. Howard's there. Doug wouldn't even talk to him.
Really?
Yeah. Hated him because he owned the Man Show. So when Jimmy and Adam left, they just brought in, I think it was Joe Rogan
And
Stanhope were the.
I don't remember that.
They were like.
it was 1 year.
Yeah, it was like the replacement Dukes of Hazards. Bo and Luke.
Yeah, that
for a
was
little
terrible.
while. Yeah, so you
it
remember
never
that?
works out.
I remember that as a kid. That's all. That's all.
It's like when Charlie Sheen was replaced on 2.5 Men.
Yes.
It was not bad though.
Ashton
but
Kutcher.
it wasn't the same.
No.
I watched the reruns. The Ashton Kutcher ones are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
funny.
They are freaking fantastic. Then they changed the show a little bit, and they didn't make him like Charlie, which made it even cooler. But those people that didn't watch it after that missed because that was funny. Alan was hilarious.
I'll tell you that Charlie Sheen was like the guy they brought in. That now I know that 2.5 Men he started with. But he was the guy that saved shows. What was that Michael J. Fox show that was pretty funny, where he was like
Spin City.
Yeah, and then when he left, or I think he was getting ill.
That's when he was getting
Before he
ill.
started.
Yeah.
and they brought in Charlie Sheen, and it worked.
Yeah. And Heather Locklear.
And Heather Locklear.
She saved shows too.
Yeah, well, yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I used to like her on T.J. Hooker when she first started. Was
Oh,
that
yeah.
her on T.J. Hooker?
Yeah.
Because she's such a good actress. That's why.
Yeah, she looked hot. She looked hot in that uniform.
did a great job
I think
on
are they
Melrose.
doing a T.J. Hooker movie or something? I swear
Who
to
wouldn't
God.
even know what that is?
I swear to God, they are.
I hardly remember it, and I watched it.
Yeah, wasn't that Shatner who was T.J.
Yeah, it
Hooker?
was Shatner, and it was and it was that other dude,
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, Mario somebody.
Aiden Zemet or something.
Yes, you got
Yeah.
it. Exactly. Here's a little of Kimmel's open last night, and some people were not happy with what he had to say.
I know what this is.
Look, kids, it's Barbie and Ken sitting just near each other. Ryan and Margot, I want you to know that even if neither one of you wins an Oscar tonight, you both already won something much more important, the genetic lottery. Ryan, you are so hot. Let's go camping together and not tell our wives. Robert Downey Jr., this is the highest point of Robert Downey Jr.'s long and illustrious career. Well, one of the highest points. But
Yeah. So see now, I thought it was.
And Downey pointing at his nose sold that joke.
And he went like that.
Yeah, but he does that for every interview he does. He touches his nose twice. So that's like a signal. I don't know if it's. Does he have a daughter? I thought it was a message to somebody, but he touches his nose. So then after that, and it's not in this clip, Kimmel says, "What is there something in your nose?" Did he say that or something? He made some nose reference, and they went back to him, and the crowd's like, "Oh!" And so he started
And
to
he's
go,
like, yeah, maybe.
and then he goes, but moving along. Like,
he did?
yeah. So that's where I got uncomfortable. I'm like, ooh. And the camera flashed to him when they show Robert Downey Jr. going, come on, moving along. I was like, ooh.
All right, you can only. Seriously,
it should be a one and done.
I saw the kind of he was just playing along with it. I thought.
No, if you go back and you watch, you'll see him.
I saw it on TikTok. He was. I didn't think he was too happy towards the end.
No, but he got up there when he won the Oscar and go, I thank my awful childhood or whatever he said. Something
that was
to
odd.
that.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Did you get the one with the Doge Foster and the?
I did not, but that was
That was a great.
Oh yes, great.
Look, kids, it's Barbie and Ken sitting just near each other.
I thought I'd
Ryan
pause it.
and Margo,
Apologize.
I want you to know that
Here, we'll
even
just let it
if
roll.
neither one of you wins an Oscar tonight, you both already won something much more important, the genetic lottery.
When he got up and sang, what is it called? I'm just Ken?
Yeah.
I'm just Ken? Slash came out with him. And that was
and Wolfgang Van Halen.
Yeah, it was a pretty impressive performance.
The highest point of Robert Downey Jr.'s long and illustrious career. Well, one of the highest points. But
Let that sink in.
here's some fun Oscar trivia.
Here you
48
go.
years ago, Robert De Niro and Jodie Foster were nominated for Taxi Driver, and they are both nominated again tonight. In 1976, Jodie Foster was young enough to be Robert De Niro's daughter. Now she's 20 years too old to be his girlfriend.
That was a great joke.
I thought it was. I thought there were some really funny moments. I thought the whole thing when your boy John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena and The Rock.
So it was 50 years ago. No, not in The Rock. 50
Rock
years
came out
ago, he did, but not with Cena. 50 years ago, they had a streaker run across the stage at the Oscars. So Jimmy goes, hey, this is the 50th anniversary of a streaker running out on stage. And then just stands there. I said, this is the 50th anniversary. And all of a sudden you see Cena pops out and go, hey, Jimmy. And you can tell he doesn't have a shirt
I don't
on.
like this idea anymore.
He goes, hey, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do this bit. He's like, come on. No, I can't. So then all of a sudden he sneaks out. Well, he looks completely naked. Like, I think they had like a sock over his crank. He had a big card and he side shuffles over. And it was for costume. And it was really funny. I mean, he did a nice job.
He's a fun.
Cena is a funny guy.
He's great. I love his. I love his. You ever see Peacemaker?
I say he's a good actor too.
I did not see Peacemaker.
I didn't read the reviews. Did they shit on Kimmel like they usually shit on the host?
The Trump fans did because he made that. He
at
made
the end.
yeah,
He did at the
and
end.
I thought it was.
He went
When
on.
I read Trump's tweet.
Yes. He read Trump's tweet and it said, Jimmy Kimmel's the worst host ever. And he goes, isn't it past your jail time? What are you still doing up?
That's a great joke, too.
Just a silly joke. But here's John Cena doing the naked thing. Let's see if I got it.
Imagine if a nude man ran across the stage today. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Psst, Jimmy.
What? What's going on? You're supposed to run across the stage.
I changed my mind. I don't want to do the streaker bit anymore.
What do you mean you don't want to do the streaker bit anymore? We're doing it.
I just don't feel right about it. Honestly, you should feel shame right now for suggesting such a tasteless idea.
It's supposed to be funny.
The male body is not a joke.
Mine is. Mine is. Why not?
Dude, I don't wrestle naked. I wrestle in jorts.
Jorts are worse than naked. Fine, just give out the award then.
And he side shuffles out to the microphone. And it looks like he's completely naked.
I saw pictures. He looked very
Didn't he?
naked.
Yeah.
They are so important.
Costumes are so important. And then, I thought overall it was cute. Oh,
And you got the Matt Damon jokes or the Matt Damon thing?
No, did he do a Matt Damon thing? He always does. I
Yep.
missed it. I did miss that.
Yep.
Here is the Ken. Listen to Slash playing. Here's the thing. I'm watching movies. I haven't gone to a movie theater. Anybody go to a movie theater?
No.
No.
Since Creed 3, right?
I went. Yeah.
I enjoyed Creed 3, but I didn't watch it in a movie theater.
I went to was
This
with you.
was
It's Top
Mark's
Gun.
credit. We went to IMAX to see it.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, they do a great job with the fight scenes in those movies.
Oh yeah.
There was like us and 4 people in there. It
There's
was
supposed to
great.
be. There's supposed to be a 4. Well, we went at 10 in the morning
we did go
before.
early.
Oh, okay.
Before we went to brunch.
That's pretty good. Because I'm going, why not instead of just the Oscars? Because I'm watching more cinematic television now. I mean, think of all the shows that
Oh,
are
yeah,
on
I
there.
watch
like
more-
cinema, right?
Yep.
And even movies I'm watching at home. I watched a brand new movie that's also in theaters this weekend. And I go, why not have a multimedia award? Like, just combine and have everybody.
Let's start it.
They should do something other than the Oscars, a little less stuffy, maybe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get with the Oscars and the prestige and all that stuff, but come on.
The
boring.
Billies.
It's boring.
Yeah.
It's too long.
I'd say one of the cool things that came out of COVID, though, was the ability to rent a movie theater.
Oh, yeah. Well, sure.
I did that
because
for kids' birthday parties.
You did.
It was so much fun. Yeah.
So, and did you show the movie, let them run around and play laser tag in there, jump over seats, beat the shit out of each other,
go wild,
have a food fight.
Yeah.
Spill all the pop you want.
Yeah.
Sounds like school.
It was like you would rent, it would be, debating on what movie you chose is how much they would charge you. So you could, if you chose like a newer movie, they would charge you $250 and you could have 20 people in the theater. It was awesome.
Oh, that is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
What movie did you see?
What movie do you think I saw?
The prequel to the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Negative.
No, I did not.
I watched that.
You did?
Yes.
Good?
It was the
Worth it?
prequel. It was the prequel
Yeah.
to the Gene Wilder one, not that piece of shit that Tim Burton did with Johnny Depp.
Okay.
This is better.
I did not.
You saw the second version of that one movie, right? I can't think of what it's called right now.
No.
No?
I watched a movie that I thought was going to be pretty bad just from the name. Ricky Stenicki.
Oh, I saw that this weekend.
You saw it too?
It's a cartoon.
We watched it Saturday night.
I loved
He
it.
came to the
I
bar
loved it.
Friday
I thought it
night
was so
and just
funny.
started breaking this thing down
I wasn't
for like
done with
45 minutes.
But I hadn't finished it yet. I had to go home and still
Oh, I
finish
know.
it. I watched, I loved it.
It's so funny.
It's so funny and it's so relatable for guys.
So relatable.
Because it's guys basically lying to get at anything. And so there's what happened when they were little kids. It's 1999. They're trick-or-treating. And they decide to get back at a house that's not giving out candy. So they collect dog shit, put it in a bag. The kid shows up. They light it on fire. And they ring the doorbell. But no one's opening the door. And the next thing you know, the scarecrow's catching on fire. And now they're worried. And so they start trying to put it out. And one kid takes off this like over flannel that he had on over, and he's waving it, and that catches fire. And they stomp that out. So now they don't know what to do. One kid's dressed as a dog, and I thought this was ingenious. He was a dog with a penis. But it had a red Sharpie, but it was one of those like pen
The
ones,
click ones?
where you click it.
Sounds
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
It is
What's it
fantastic.
on?
It's on Prime. It's called Ricky Stenicki. And then
Mark knows
I
what he's doing tonight.
absolutely loved it. So that he writes in his name, he goes, "Give me a guy's name." They give him a name. He goes, "No, give me a real guy." So he writes Ricky, and then he says, "Give me a last name," and he goes, "Stanton." He goes, "That's my last name." He's like, "Well, but the first name's Ricky. It's not you." He goes, "No, dummy." So he writes Stenicki, but we don't know that until the police. Somebody picks up a shirt and goes, "One of the little punks left his shirt and his mom wrote his name in it." And then the police officer
can't
walks by
find him.
and they go, "There's no Stenicki in this school district." He goes, "It's somebody from out of town." So they got away with it. And Ricky Stenicki becomes the excuse for everything. They're working. They expense rounds of golf, and they're golfing with Ricky Stenicki.
Oh, I'm going home. I'm going home watch.
Yeah, they would
this.
tell their wives like they had to go see him. He had cancer.
Yes.
They had to go see him for a guy's trip.
Yeah.
How have you not told me about
God,
that?
we just watched it Saturday night by accident.
It was
This
just
sounds
out.
great.
Play the montage for Mark. He'll enjoy
All
the
right, so
music.
Mark, this is you. This is for you. This is your boy John Cena ends up because they need someone now. They have to produce Ricky Stenicki because the wives want to meet Ricky Stenicki.
Wait, who's in it?
John Cena.
John Cena's in this?
John,
Zac Efron.
John Cena ends up. Zac Efron's in
He's
it.
the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Zac
William H.
Efron?
Macy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, this is one that didn't hit the theaters then. It just
Well,
didn't-
Is it in the
I don't-
theaters? It's
I
in
don't
both.
know.
Kept
Did it?
saying ESPN kept saying in theaters and on Prime, and I saw so many ads for this. I go, boy, the ads actually worked for me. Well, you don't watch ESPN.
No, because it's a piece of because ESPN is a
Because
piece
you
of
have a
shit.
vagina.
No, because it's a piece of shit. Freaking
Just kidding you.
Well, they
freaking
got this
liberal
right.
channel.
They got this right.
It's well, maybe I don't. But listen, you're gonna love this. So here's what's happening. The guy's name is Rock Hard Rod. That's who John Cena's playing. They went to Atlantic City for a show. They're hanging out at a bar. Rock Hard Rod shows up. The bartender wants to get rid of him because he's always trying to mooch free drinks. He's trying to mooch food. He does all this stuff.
Sounds familiar.
So he does a show called Jizz Rock. And so he gets up there and he puts on outfits and he performs
It's like,
Jizz Rock.
it's like Weird Al Yankovic back in the day.
Yes.
But he's dressed as the musician.
But he gets up as Devo and Billy Idol
Yeah.
and on and on. So this is that they're sitting in a restaurant and they're panicked. They're going, who are we going to get to play Ricky Stenicki?
Gary's dating Carly, Aaron's cousin.
Oh, cousin it? That girl with the hair that touches the floor?
Yeah, but don't worry. I know an actor that nobody knows.
They needed somebody nobody knows. John Cena. This is John Cena doing his jizz rock performance. Listen carefully to the words, Mark.
Grab that stick. Love the hand with spit. Lay it out on your back. Now it's time to whack. When a boner comes along, you must grip it to make the cream come out your dong. Just unzip it.
Alice Cooper.
My penis.
So dumb.
This is my tummy. It's a nice day for some woodwhacking.
Wait, there's one more.
Nice day to jizz again.
This is like the first 20
How about
minutes.
Cena just really pouring it here? This. Ooh, baby, I love your way.
Ooh, baby, I masturbate every day. Wanna tell you I masturbate.
I love this movie.
That was great.
I think it could become one of those that's
Called classics.
Well, it's not an Oscar award-winning
No,
movie.
it's one of those movies you laugh your
gonna be
ass off.
Step
But you're like, that was really
Brothers.
stupid.
Oh my God, Wedding Crashers, all
Yeah.
those
Yes.
old
Yeah.
movies.
Did anybody see the movie Tag? I enjoyed
have.
Tag. I
like
enjoyed it.
Tag.
It's about guys. It's based on a real story. Guys played tag all their lives, but when they became adults, only the month of May. Guys lived across the country, around the country. So whoever was it last would then possibly show up and hide in your office. And you came, let's say you lived in L.A. and it's Rochester. He would fly across the country just to tag you. And
Yeah,
you'd
the
be
Ed Helms character gets a job at the other guy's company
Yeah, as a janitor.
as a janitor and it tags him.
Yeah, it's a cute movie, and then somebody has cancer, and this is their last tag, and blah blah. But it's a
That's what it turns into.
No,
that's
not
that's,
this one.
That's not what this one. This one is all about basically
Getting caught in a
getting
huge
caught in a lie.
Yeah.
Have you ever caught guys in a lie?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what? Anything serious? And this is nothing serious. It's not like they're cheating or anything like that. You know what I mean? They weren't dating. They were like going out. They didn't want to go to the baby shower. And somebody got tickets to a show they wanted to see in Atlantic City, so they got this Ricky Stenicki guy to pretend like he was calling all day long.
Nothing that crazy. I'm pretty lenient. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care if a guy wants to go out.
You
and
need
do
to, like,
something.
this
Yeah,
is
but that was a
like-
little different.
What?
It's one of the guys that goes to Atlantic City. It's his baby shower
yes,
for his
yes,
kid.
yes, yes, it was.
Oh.
And they say, "Oh my God, we got to go see him. He's got cancer." And they all just disappear. All the wives go, "Oh, guys, go ahead, take care of him." He leaves. The wife, her water breaks early, and she's having the baby.
The rule is whenever they're with Ricky,
Phones are off.
Yeah, they have to turn the phones off.
Yeah, so that way you can't track or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it is funny how, like, when you lie, even just little lies, all of a sudden you wind up, you got to cover all the
But
way
you
through.
don't lie.
That is
Still
why you
get in
don't-
trouble.
It's
that
like
is why-
the worst.
trouble.
What do you-
Yeah,
why do
I
you mean?
find it's less trouble. I tell
Yes.
the truth, and I get in trouble in the beginning, but then at least it's easier. If
And
I
it's
lie
over.
about
Well,
it,
it's
it's
hard to
over.
cover your
You gotta
lies.
keep
then I
going.
lie. Then now I'm really in the doghouse.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I get in trouble and I wasn't even lying.
Yeah, but I know you.
kind of right.
So why'd you get
What'd you
in
do
trouble?
now?
Wait,
No,
what
it's
happened?
wrong.
What's going on, buddy?
Was not my fault. Well,
What happened? What happened, pal?
Nothing.
What?
Let's go back to Robert Downey Jr.
No, I want to
no.
hear this because I feel like I may have had
Yes.
a similar situation.
Now,
with it.
look, Laura's here, and I think that we should even, whenever Laura's here, we should have a segment called Ask Laura.
Or like a therapist.
Yeah.
Oh, the therapist.
Dr. Laura.
I thought we were going to use the girl from Wayne County. What happened to that?
She was too busy bitching.
She
out
was,
people
yeah,
with
she
Reggie
was
Rush.
hoping.
She was too busy listening to Jizz
Dig
Rock.
that hole a little deeper.
Right?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I no, I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble.
What do you mean you're in
I'm in
trouble?
enough trouble
I don't
with
understand what this
Just radio, Mark.
well,
Just radio.
no, because I feel like I may be on your side.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
That's a ploy.
There we go.
I went to a new place yesterday,
Okay.
and I was pretty excited about it.
Massage place?
No, it was a cigar place.
That's Kuja. I don't know.
Now you're gonna get him in trouble.
I already told you where I went, so
I know.
Oh, that's the best.
I don't go to those anymore.
I know. All right.
Because Pooch is
Arista
closed.
Sale closed down.
So
Jizz koozie.
I check. You want me to tell the story?
Yes,
or not?
yes. I
All
do.
right. So I check in,
Yeah.
and people are.
Do you want to say where you were?
Yeah, I was in. It's called Nick's Cigar Emporium, and it's a private club now. It's you pay money, and
But
you go
anybody
It's the
could
Oak
go
Hill
in.
of cigars.
But anybody could go in there and pay like for the day, like a cover charge, basically.
Yeah, like
right?
I paid $10 yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's $75 for a year, which is nothing.
Right. You would drop that on a night out easily.
And the drinks were reasonable, because it's a private club. They try to keep the drinks down.
Yeah.
So I was there. So I decided to check in. Okay. And people started commenting. People were interested in where it was.
Oh, so you checked in on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. So you're telling everybody where you are?
Yes.
by
I'm
doing
trying
that.
to promote this because I want the guy to advertise with you. So
Okay. Oh, well, that's very nice.
Yeah.
No, seriously. No, that is. I think that's great.
I think
okay.
it'd be nice to get something else on the west side.
Yeah.
Especially being close to Billy's,
Yep.
BTV.
Okay.
So, an ex-girlfriend,
An ex-girlfriend.
right?
Yeah.
Puts a.
That's the post.
Is
You
it
got
the Bloody
it?
Mary one or
What
the beer?
you saved it?
Wow, you deleted them?
Oh, I deleted that one.
He's quick to delete stuff.
I didn't save anything. I just typed your name.
And so you wrote.
Hold it up now.
So you wrote at Nick Cigars, and I don't drink Bloody Marys. LOL.
Right, but that's the Bloody Mary one I took. There was a check-in I did before that.
Yeah, there was
Okay.
a beer in the first one and a cigar.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So an
either way.
ex-girlfriend.
That's the one I saw yesterday.
So an ex-girlfriend goes, "Where's my invite?"
Okay.
And I said, "You know where I am."
Well, right, because you're right. She could have just shown up, and she's just being cute, and funny,
Right. I just
flirtatious.
and I was.
Is there an opportunity there? You think?
No. She's married and
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Laura. Yeah.
All right. So what happened?
I got some text messages
Immediately.
right immediately. Yes.
Okay. Just because you wrote, you know where I am,
You know where I am.
which to me is a
Or
pretty
come on
generic,
down.
direct.
Or come on down or something.
Yeah, but that also
I don't remember what it was.
you know where I am does sound
Come
a
down
touch
and
on
sit
the
on my
shady
cigar.
side.
You know who does know?
Yeah.
Marianne.
Oh. And that pissed her off.
Yeah.
So pissed her off to the point of what?
Well, I was trying to be nice at first because I understood why she was mad.
Yeah.
She kept going. And I found I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah.
So I got pissed.
What was the kept going? Can I ask? Because I used to say things like, I already went around the block once on this. I'm not going again.
I just explained I explained myself.
It never goes well. but
No.
You're so right, though.
Yes, I know.
I explained myself
Beating
to her.
a dead horse.
Yes.
And I explained myself to her, and and she just wouldn't, why did
Sometimes you
nobody
gotta-
wants me but her? So
no,
I,
all right, all right. Well, here's the thing. That
I'm actually I really am on your side.
this is fantastic, but sometimes it's like a top. You ever play with a top as a kid?
Yes.
And when you spin it, you just got to let it go. Sometimes you just have to stand out of the way and just let it go, let it bounce off the wall, and eventually it runs out of steam. But you got to be really patient to do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You really do.
It's easy to say
Was
sitting
she
here right
wronged
now.
in her
Huh?
day?
It's easy to say that right
Was she
now.
Oh,
wronged
hell,
by
a
a
lot
guy in
easier.
her day?
Yeah, that's like
Is
absolutely.
that why she's so defensive?
No, I just think that Laura's is an ex-girlfriend, and I think that
Not this Laura.
She's not next yet.
and she knows she knows who
She's next.
Yeah.
Maybe Laura number 2. Number 3.
Three.
Is there a second Laura?
I was my ex-husband's third Laura in a row. Side note.
No, you didn't
Really?
have 2, right?
He
Wow,
hated
third time's the charm.
he hated Laura. Matt hated Laura.
I did hate her. They dated for like 2 seconds.
Okay.
It wasn't even a long
But
time.
how long ago was this?
Oh,
God, what?
2019, I
So
Yeah.
then she
think.
should've-
Was
So
right
wh-
around?
Yeah,
No,
2000.
had to be
No,
19.
You-
So
It was 19,
pre-pandemic.
it was right after all
Yeah,
that.
it was 19, 2009. So
Yeah.
we're talking 5 years ago.
Okay. So you were the one who made the post saying you were there. She reached out first. If it was you posting on Laura's page, I could understand Marianne getting upset, but you couldn't control that. And like you were just friendly, like you know where I am.
He can control
You
the
know, this
response
sounds
You
like-
back.
wrote, you know where I am. You didn't say, come join me.
Nope.
Like,
we don't know.
We don't know. We don't know now.
Really, the proper answer would have been, "Hey, I would love to hang out with you, your husband, and Marianne sometime." Instead of saying, "Hey, you know where I'm at? Come and get me."
yeah.
You know what that is?
I don't
You know
know.
what that answer is? A
Professional.
seasoned pro.
He is.
Only from fucking up all the time.
Oh, he totally is.
That is a seasoned.
He knows what I'm going. If anybody knows what the fuck I'm going through right now, it's
Yeah,
Matt.
for sure.
Well, you know what's weird too is she went on the Facebook page and saw it and had to know what the interaction was. So there was
she
no
was like stalking you out.
Well, yeah, but there was no more. Did she want to be invited to go?
No, she was. It was. She's leaving for Florida next week, so she wanted to go home and do
get some stuff.
do some stuff. Sunday. I got bored, so
You went there.
so I
You
went-
checked in.
Yeah, I went
Somebody,
there.
and this is how it all unfolds.
Yes,
I think you sound pretty innocent in it.
but
Especially because she's married. I mean, she's not newly married, probably 3
Yeah.
years, 4 years.
But like I've
She's
gone
married either
out.
way.
yeah.
If I'm out on a date or with someone and somebody who I went on another date with comes up and says like, "Hey, like nice to see you," I'm gonna be nice back and be like,
Yeah.
"Nice."
And
to
what
see
if the
you."
guy?
That's not my fault.
What if the guy says, "Who's that?"
I'd say I went on a date with him, like, and this happened recently, and I like had to be like, I didn't.
The next question was, when did the date end? The next day or that night?
No.
You were on a date a couple months ago and you spent more time at our table with all my dirtbag friends than you did with your date.
That was the guy.
No, I'm still seeing that one. But yeah, like I had someone come up to me and like say hi, and it wasn't he was just at the same bar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be nice.
I think you were.
Well,
I never hooked
what's
up
wrong
with
with
this
that?
person or anything.
Even if you did, what's wrong with
But
that?
like if a guy gets a little like jealous or is like,
Oh,
"Who's
unless the
that?"
guy's
I'm
like, "Oh, we should
I
go
don't
out
know.
sometime,"
That's
and you're
not
like,
my
"Yeah, that sounds
I don't
great."
know. I know.
Exactly.
That's up to you.
I'm asking for a suggestion.
Well, that's up to you. He just said, "Do you want to call her?"
And of course, the immediate answer is yes. Yes.
Well,
You said that?
Yeah, he said it. I'm going to say you got to. Maybe this was her way of
That might
trying.
not be a bad idea, actually.
Okay, maybe there's other shit that's going on that she's sick of you.
No, I don't think so.
She's just looking for an exit ramp.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Shit, I would have got screenshots for that. What's this shit? And she would have had a big circle around it. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I bet you that might help because actually maybe Laura and her could
All right.
talk. And,
You want to see if we can save
Or
it?
it makes it worse.
Should we do
which is
it?
Even more awesome.
I mean, they haven't talked.
We'll
so
take.
he
Well,
hasn't talked
let's
so-
take a moment. We'll set it up. I got to get the.
I don't have my glasses, so.
All right. Well, we'll hook up your phone and then you call.
Well, you're gonna talk.
Yeah.
Should I
Well, will
text
she
her?
answer your
Well,
phone?
should I text her?
No. Let it be blind.
I would say she's going to answer, right?
Will
I
she?
don't know.
Will she
No.
answer
Well,
for you?
doesn't
If
she
she's
listen?
watching this right now, she's not gonna answer.
What do you mean? Maybe
Well,
she
you're not
will.
getting
Maybe
a
she'll
text, are you?
surprise you. Maybe
Yeah,
she'll
look
surprise
at
you.
your phone. See who's watching. Can't we see who's watching
Love
live?
will find. That's what we're gonna bump with.
Oh my God.
or Roxette. It must have been love, but it's over now.
Well, we'll do that for the last set. If we
Depending
can't
on what
save
happens.
this. If we can't save this.
Right.
Then we could just finish with hello at the end of the night. Like he's stalking her from far away now.
Hello. All right, we'll take a moment. But first,